Hello, ladies. It's me here to talk about eating your placenta after birth. I know it sounds a little strange, but the health benefits have been amazing. So, I will tell you a little bit about doing that and my experience. So I first heard about it. I had a couple friends that did it, and then of course the celebrities that they talk about eating theirs. Kale Lowry and Kourtney Kardashian. I think January Jones. I can't remember everybody who was mentioned, but people are doing it, and it's like becoming more of a popular thing now. So after having like a really bad hormonal imbalance with my last pregnancy, I figured it wouldn't hurt to at least try. So I decided to go ahead and try it out and see if it's helpful with all the things it says it is. Um, so actually, though, after this birth, I really felt so good and so happy that I almost started to think, oh, maybe I don't even need to do this. And they say to take it for like the 6 week period for your postpartum period. So I ended up starting taking them about when the baby was like almost 2 weeks. I got my pills back, so I'll show you those. She came and picked up my placenta in the hospital, took it with her. I got two of these containers. One was actually a little bit bigger. Out of my placenta, she said it made 168 pills, which is higher than normal. She said most of the time people get like 120 pills, but the most that she's ever done was like 201. So I got 168, and that was pretty good. Here's what they look like. Just ground up. I mean, they kind of smell funny. Like, whenever you take them, you definitely want to like drink something, like a lot of something to get it down there. They do kind of smell like blood or something a little bit. Basically, she takes the whole placenta, from my understanding is, takes the placenta, steams it with some herbs, and then dehydrates it like beef jerky, and then grinds it up to powder in a grinder, and then puts them in the capsules. So that's what I have right there. So I had them sitting around in my house for a few days, because I was just feeling so happy. And then all of a sudden, you know how it always hits you. You get the baby blues and you start crying for no reason. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to start taking these. So I started taking one a day with my breakfast and also my prenatal vitamin, because I was still nursing the baby. So, I just took it all together. And I noticed after like 2 days, it really helped. First of all, it takes your pain away from when after you have the baby and your uterus is still cramping up a lot. It took all that pain away. It stopped with the bleeding, like significantly stopped with the bleeding. It was just amazing. And I also stopped crying for no reason. So I feel like it did what it was supposed to do. It's kind of supposed to like safeguard you against going through that baby blues, postpartum depression type phase that you can go through, that can either last, from 2 to 6 weeks. It's supposed to carry you through that, give you more energy, level out the hormones that you've lost when you had the baby, and just the whole trauma. I feel like it kind of cleared up my skin. It worked for me. So bottom line is, I would definitely recommend doing this to any of you who are going to have a baby. it's really a great thing to do for your health. So I took one capsule a day for about 3 weeks, and then I moved it up to taking one in the day and one in the afternoon, and did that for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then moved it back down to one. And then recently I was done taking them because my baby's like 6.5 weeks, and you can kind of start feeling in your body when you don't really need them anymore. So I stopped, and then I'd skip a day, then I'd take one, then I'd skip another day. Then I'm just kind of quitting. So I'm just done. But the thing with these is you save them, and you can start taking them again when you do get your period and you feel like your hormones are out of whack, or if you're having a bad day and you're really tired and you need a boost of energy, you can just take one that day. You can really just use it as like your own personal medication. And I also had her make a tincture, which I will make a video when I receive those too. She's actually dropping those off, I think, tomorrow if the snow doesn't hit. But that's something that takes 3 weeks, and I'm not exactly sure what's all in it, but they cut a piece of the placenta and then soak it in, I think, vodka or something else too. And then you keep it in a dark room, and I guess you like swish it around twice a day for 6 weeks. And then it comes in a bottle with like a dropper. And then that's actually like good forever. People save these for menopause, like to try to plan for their future. I still have a bigger container. Like there's like a few left in here, and I still have a bigger container in my freezer. I'm exclusively breastfeeding, so I'm hoping I don't start getting my period for a while. But when I do, and if I like start raging or something, I'll take one or maybe two and see if it helps. But the tincture is the same thing. So I'll also have that, and that's something that is actually good forever. While the pills can lose a little bit of their potency, the tincture never will. So, and that's something you just drop, I guess, under your tongue, and it'll give you the benefits right there. So, I mean, it even helps like if you have a headache or something, instead of taking, real medicine. So I really liked it. I'm impressed. I think it made a big difference in how fast you heal too. I feel like my belly has gone like so much flatter than it ever has right afterwards. I think it's just a general like good thing, possible fountain of youth and beauty supplement as well. My baby is 6.5 weeks, so I don't have like my perfect body back or anything, but it's not nearly as I don't feel as sloppy, I guess, and as huge and in pain as I did. So that's the information I have to share about getting your placenta encapsulated. So if you're pregnant and, have been hearing about this, I'm just basically telling you that it's a good idea. So it cost me $150. I don't know. I think that's a pretty general rate, depending on the person who's doing it. People who prepare the placenta do need to go to school, and they do need to have a license to do that. So, just make sure that whoever it is knows what they're doing. Other people have been known to do it themselves and just like cook it up like a steak. I don't know if I'd want to do that. They showed us what it looked like after we had the baby, and it's like, it does look like a big steak with a bunch of veins in it that just look exactly like the tree of life. And then you have the umbilical cord, which is white. And I mean, she just throws it all in there, the cord and all. So, if you can get past thinking about it, then, it's really a great thing to do for your health. So, hope that my video helped any of you who were wondering about it. And I mean, basically, I was thinking, what's the harm? If it doesn't do anything, then it doesn't do anything. So, whatever. But it did really help. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.